Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Peterson completes it to Austin. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They toss it left side to Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Devin Hester, 55 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he will get in to make it 8-0. The touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead. And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devontae Smith, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles. Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And that flag accepted. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversion, offense. Even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Peterson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here's Peterson on 3rd down. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How is this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as they'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. In the 1st half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Gates with a grab. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Peterson throwing to start the drive. Chris Jones, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They run over center with Peterson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Again, Peterson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, what a move. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Mahomes going to throw it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40. Before it's all said and done. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Peterson on 1st and 10. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Peterson, off play action. And that's complete to Gates. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.